Alright, so this week I actually had another game of Warhammer 40,000, the tabletop game, as opposed to Dawn of War Soulstorm. And this is an Eldar versus Necrons game that I played, and you can see my Eldar army deployed here with a little bit of a different lineup than I had last game against the other Eldar. But it's against a Necron player, and the guy that I'm playing, I've had a lot of games with back in 4th edition when the rules in our armies were a bit different, and it really made me realize that my army was really very much designed for 4th edition because I was able to use the special Eldar Iandan rules to take 3 squads of 5 Wraithguard each, as well as 3 Wraithlords, and then the Warwalkers on top of that, because the the Wraithlords and the Wraithguard counted as troops, but no longer. So this time I'm taking Warp Spiders and Pathfinders, as you can see. Rangers upgraded to Pathfinders because Pathfinders are fantastic in the new edition. Warp Spiders, just sort of try them out, see if I could just jump out of sight of cover and back again. But the game started fairly well for me, just walking out. I had to sort of stem the advance of the Flayed Ones and the Necron Warriors moving toward my Rangers, as you can see here. The Wraithguard moving forward and was moving in range of the Flayed Ones, sorry, not the Flayed Ones, the Tomb Spiders actually, and shooting at them. As the game progressed, I managed to get my Wraithlord into combat, and you can see in this little photo here. But just in general, I was getting shot apart by the destroyers on the right-hand side of the battlefield, especially with my Warwalkers. And the Flayed Ones finally managed to make it into combat with my Rangers because I stupidly didn't actually defend them with anything. The Avatar actually got shot to bits and had to run back behind cover, so it was left with the Wraithlords, which actually managed to survive tons of damage. The game wasn't a taken hold or a recon, it was a total annihilation, so we're playing for kill points per se. And the Wraithguard got locked into the middle of the battle against all the Tomb Spiders in the bases, which they eventually destroyed. I had the second Wraithlord alive, which actually totally routed the Necron Warriors, but everything else in my army was been whittled down. I lost the Dire Avengers, lost the Warp Spiders because they didn't roll high enough to jump back behind cover at one point. You can see the Heavy Destroyers in the background sniping at the Wraithlord there, and the Warp Spiders actually eventually ran away from the battlefield. And lost them, but there was the GG, and adding up the victory points at the end of the game, it turned out the kill points were dead even, 5-all. So what you do then, in the case of a tie for the victory objectives, is to go to a different kind of victory point systems where you add up the points values of the units you've lost and halve it down for units under half health. And I managed to actually lose that by a couple of hundred victory points. So great game there. The Necrons beat me, and really left me with a sense of the thought that my army is just not really great anymore for the 5th edition, and I'm going to have to sort of really take some other choices and rethink what I'm doing. So a bit of a wake-up call for me coming into the 5th edition with all my army painted up and something very much designed for 4th edition, but I'll be planning it. And I'll bring you some more results shortly. Probably going to be playing some Dark Angels eventually. That'll be fun, but in the meantime, hope you enjoyed this little screenshots and not screenshots, slideshow of photos. See you guys later.